so Nadal now stands at match point. Uncle Tony stands very nervously.
S'il vous plaît.
That's done it all day for him, and you can see the pressure is now gone. As soon as he hit that forehand, he was flat on his back with emotion.
It's been
the last one I was Rome. All right, welcome back. It is the Channel Sport on Sunday, and I have an Ariel. They are my people. You know them. They are in the house. They just came to join us. He's been long for some time now, but he's back. Gentlemen, you're welcome to the house.
Good afternoon, Ken. Good afternoon, viewers. You're welcome. Good to have us.
Good afternoon, Ken, viewers. And if I had the privilege of the Channel Skills guys, maybe I would have participated at the World Cup, like my first World Cup, dinosaur.
All right, Jimmy.
Good to be here.
All right, you see the gentlemen, and we are all set, but we are not starting at home. Charity is beginning from abroad. We're actually starting right there in Roland Garros. Jimmy, the question I'm going to ask you, don't even do already. Is it going to be a Djokovic year?
It could be a very tough call to call it a Djokovic year because of the fact that there are a lot of people that are actually staking a claim this time around to being very good on the clay court. You imagine the likes of Enes Gobis winning trophies, Nishikori. This used to be a tough where Nadal had been very, very preeminent. And in the past, how many tournaments now? We've had like 10 different winners. So it's going to be very tough for us to call it a Djokovic year. He's done very well thus far this season. Nadal has not been doing fine in the past 4 tournaments. He's only won 1. Yeah. And you ask yourself, is Nadal going down at the point where Djokovic seems to be stronger? Okay. Those questions will only be answered when we get to Roland Garros. But I see Novak Djokovic becoming world #1 sooner than we expect.
Okay. All right. You see Djokovic becoming world #1 sooner than we'll expect. Some years back, I have prophets in this house, and I'm not ashamed to say so. Because before this English season started, I was in the car with Jimmy. Suarez had just served, I think he has 10 man or so much.
Yeah.
He has served about 5 or 7 in the previous, so he didn't start about with 5 or 6 in this. And Jimmy made an audacious statement in the car. He said, Uncle Ken, Suarez will score 31 goals this season. No, if he has said 32 or 30, are you getting it? And I looked at him. How many goals has Suarez been scoring all season? And here is a guy who is coming in from a ban. And I tell you, when Suarez was up to, when he was scoring at 20, I was thinking about Jimmy. 21. And before you know it, the guy was there scoring tonight, and he scored exactly 31. Jimmy, I'll give it to you.
Once in a while, it does happen.
And there's
another oracle here.
I was going to ask you, who's going to win the World Cup?
Leave me out of that.
The thing has to do with some years back, we have this issue of Nadal versus Federer. Nadal, Federer was trying, beating everybody at Wembley there on the grass turf, while Nadal was dominating the clay turf. And then Nadal seemed imperial because he was placed to the final of even the clay court. And Okpe just looked up on the show, Channel Sunday like this, and he said, Nadal will win at Wembley before Federer, Wimbledon, before Federer wins Roland Garros. Well, you know, I don't predict when it comes to prediction. And it came to pass. I don't want to talk about him, you know. But I want to tell that yes, I have guys here who maybe is it Nicodemus or what they call it, or Nostradamus, the man who sees tomorrow. They see tomorrow. But I won't ask them that Jimmy. Yemi said he wants to ask him who wins. Who wins the World Cup. Anyway, we are going to open the lines even as we go because a lot of things are there. The World Cup, Nigeria there. Some of the players who are not making, who didn't make it. All over the world, not just Nigeria. We have Sami Nasri not making it. We have Valdez not making it. We have Tevez not making it. We have, right now, Donovan. And then Klinsmann's son went on Twitter and, you know, it's calling a lot of hula baloo right there in America. So it is the World Cup here. So this segment actually is World Cup. We are just spicing it with every other story we want to have. So, look at the defending champions. Do they have a stake now? Serena and Nadal. Nadal doesn't look imperial. So.
Yes, Ken. I think when the American Constitution was to be launched, the president said something that two things were just permanent in life: tax and debt. And some years back, you just had, Ken, that you could even add Nadal winning the Roland Garros was a permanent feature of life. But the great Zico said that no condition is permanent. Nadal now has gone from being the imperial Nadal to a Nadal anybody could just challenge. And just like from like all mere mortals, it has now shown that Nadal could actually be beaten on his clay empire. But Ken, for me, if Nadal, despite all these storm and challenges, if Nadal could just retain the Roland Garros this year, then I think the man has is a legend of the clay. I think that status. I think he has validated that status beyond controversy.
Because he has
it's not a matter of
biggest fighters of all time. When it comes to sports, the way he came back last season, he was just an injury.
Despite nobody gave him a chance. You see, in sport we say something. Form is temporary. For me, Nadal is still the man to beat. You might say, yes, he's not been winning the last part of this, but he's been playing on to the final despite all his challenges. Of course. So you will say, even an half-fit Nadal.
Nobody remembers to get to the finals.
Yes, we understand, but for me, I think on clay, on Roland Garros, he still has that psychological edge. And every other person will want to look up to Nadal and say, can I achieve what this guy has achieved? And I think that psychological edge would give him a kind of
and his half actually looks good.
All right, Azarenka is out. Do you see this as a one-way trip for Serena?
For every tournament Serena goes into these days, she's the favorite. Unless once in a while she implodes when you least expect. But I think for now she's in her best of form and she's really raring to go. Azarenka is out. I think maybe somebody like Elina
Sharapova.
No.
Sharapova is actually in form.
I am embargoing you. But I'm still with you.
Okay.
Yeah, Jimmy is our expert on Formula One. But it is not. I know I'm doing this because Yemi is not going to laugh. Yemi, please promise me you are not going to laugh.
I'm laughing on this.